scrambled powdered eggs, gray sausage, and raw waffles. Be wary at the hotel's breakfast buffet, for there are serial killers lurking amongst the flakes. Scrambled eggs are one of those breakfast items that you're guaranteed to find at any average hotel buffet, but that doesn't mean you should always add them to your plate. Unfortunately, many hotels use powdered eggs rather than cracking fresh ones to make their scrambles. It's even common for the eggs to be prepared via microwave, which could explain why the eggs at hotel breakfast buffets have that odd texture and never taste as good as the ones you make at home.
She was a bad egg.
Now, there's nothing nutritionally wrong with powdered eggs. They're a solid protein source with a long shelf life. However, anyone who has compared powdered eggs to fresh ones can instantly tell that the powdered ones are seriously lacking in flavor. Another reason not to eat scrambled eggs from the hotel buffet is food poisoning. The FDA recommends that cooked eggs be served immediately after they're prepared. Yet, it's often unclear how long the vat of scrambled eggs has been sitting on the buffet. Eating eggs stored at the wrong temperature is one of the easiest ways to get salmonella poisoning or other foodborne illnesses, which can obviously put a damper on your trip. Ultimately, it's best to avoid the temptation. Thankfully for those who can't go a morning without their eggs, many breakfast buffets have better egg options that scratch the same itch. It may seem like a small thing, but be sure you avoid slices of lemon meant to add to water or hot tea. When lemons are sliced, it's easy for the peel and flesh to come in contact with many bacteria-laden surfaces, including poorly washed hands, cutting boards, and utensils. It's even worse if the lemons aren't refrigerated, as room temperature air provides optimal grounds for bacteria already present in the food to continue to grow. While you might think the self-serve lemons from the buffet are safe because you're pouring your own drink, those lemons are prepared in a kitchen where they're at the same risk for contamination. Furthermore, other patrons get their lemons from the same vat, which can also lead to the spread of bacteria. And if you think you're safe putting a lemon slice in your drink because it's alcoholic, slow down. Not even straight liquor can kill all of the bad bacteria that could be present on that innocent-looking lemon wedge. Yet another egg dish worth skipping on your next hotel breakfast buffet is any kind of pre-made quiche or egg souffle. Like scrambled eggs, these dishes are often made with those flavorless powdered eggs rather than the real deal. And these sorts of egg dishes suffer from the same risk of foodborne illnesses, especially if they aren't kept at the proper temperature at the buffet table.
Eat quiche every day!
That's not to say that you should never try the quiche at a breakfast place or even a high-quality hotel breakfast, but use good judgment. And if you're at a small bed and breakfast where the spread includes a fresh-baked quiche made with locally sourced ingredients, it's probably safe and delicious. But if you're at a massive breakfast buffet with too many items for the staff to properly monitor, beware. That's probably not the best place for your next quiche Lorraine. Yogurt is undoubtedly a healthy choice for your first meal of the day, but as a hotel guest, you should think twice before whipping up a parfait from the breakfast buffet. It's usually a safe bet to grab a single-serving yogurt cup to accompany the rest of your morning meal. And many hotels opt for a small refrigerator of yogurt cups to help prevent food waste, but steer clear of any communal vats of yogurt that every guest can put their hands in. Done right, yogurt is full of good bacteria that promotes gut health. Done wrong, however, it can grow bad bacteria that can then cause foodborne illness, especially if it's left out at room temperature for more than 2 hours. You can't be sure how buffet food was handled before it got to the table, so it's a good idea to avoid questionable dairy from a less than stellar breakfast buffet. It's hard for most meat eaters to resist the aroma of bacon and sausage cooking in the morning. The temptation is real, but seasoned travelers suggest skipping breakfast bar meat options altogether. For one, buffet breakfast meat tends to be disappointing, as it's often overcooked and underflavored. Additionally, since that meat is likely bought in bulk, who knows how long it sat in the hotel freezer before it made its way to your breakfast plate. In 2021, a former hotel worker from Tennessee, Brandy Augustus, went viral for exposing the horrors of the breakfast buffet, and the quality of the meat was a major talking point. In one TikTok video, Augustus said, "Sausage is not supposed to be gray. Stop eating gray sausage." So when you're staring down breakfast meat on the hotel buffet, take a second to consider the vibe. If you get a bad feeling, it's probably best to trust your gut. A hotel buffet with guest-operated waffle makers is always intriguing. Hungry breakfast patrons might be tempted to DIY fresh waffles and load them with toppings. But the idea can be better in theory than in practice. First of all, the waffle-making station can be cutthroat. Some guests will inevitably hog the iron to make waffles for their entire table while you wait for a turn. And the shadiest guests can easily snag your waffle while you load up on butter and syrup.
Hey, let go of my ankle!
But waffle larceny aside, some hotel workers suggest that you not trust the raw batter set out next to the waffle iron. Some claim that new batter gets mixed in with the old to make it appear fresh.
That waffle batter don't get made every day. That waffle batter gets reused until it starts to smell like beer.
If that makes your stomach turn, then it's best to skip the waffle line altogether the next time you scope out the hotel breakfast bread. Most hotel breakfast buffets have some kind of fresh fruit available, and it's never a bad idea to add it to your plate. Whether it's a pre-cut fruit salad or whole bananas and apples, you can't go wrong starting your day off with nutrient-dense fruit. Then there's the travel element, as whole fruits like apples or bananas are easy to slip into your bag for a snack during your travels.
Shh. Go ahead, take those bananas.
Additionally, it's becoming popular for hotel breakfast buffets to present fresh juice options, sometimes even made to order. If you're lucky enough to stumble on a juice bar at your hotel, a fresh glass is a great option. Moreover, for those who are traveling to tropical locations, the fruit is often more fresh and flavorful than the stuff you're used to buying at your local grocery store, which makes it well worth a spot on your plate. Many of the most beloved hotel breakfast buffets in the world have some form of a made-to-order egg station as part of the breakfast experience. The omelet station is a great way to make sure that you're eating fresh eggs. The eggs are likely cracked right in front of you. Whether you order a loaded omelet or over easy, this is a protein-packed way to start your day that's cooked exactly the way you like it. Another plus to the omelet station is the personal interaction. You're face-to-face with the chef, which is a great opportunity for striking up a conversation. It can be a rare chance to talk with a food-knowledgeable local who may have some truly unique, under-the-radar recommendations to make your vacation even more memorable. The display of bread options at most average hotel breakfast buffets is usually enough to entice anyone into toasting up a carby treat to kick off the day. Whether it's French bread, English muffins, bagels, or any number of pastries, the options are usually expansive. Bread can also serve quite well as a vehicle for other buffet ingredients. But why stop with buttered toast or a bagel and cream cheese? These are reliable staples, but the bread section is prime for creativity. An entry-level breakfast buffet hack is to make a breakfast sandwich. Choose your bread, then pile it high with whatever's fresh and handy. Maybe load it up with peanut butter and banana slices. You might even try smashed avocado and eggs. What you craft largely depends on the hotel offerings, which is why it's a good idea to scope out the entire buffet before making your breakfast selection. Also, try double toasting whatever you add to the toaster. Hotel appliances are notorious for being underpowered, so remember that it might take a little patience to get your bagel perfectly crisp. Tea bags are another hotel breakfast staple that often get overlooked, especially when they're placed next to more flashy items on the buffet. However, the coffee and tea station is an often underutilized aspect of the breakfast buffet that deserves more praise. Depending on the hotel, the selection can include dozens of different teas as a caffeinated or caffeine-free herbal kickoff to your day. The individually wrapped single servings also make the process more sanitary and customizable than a communal pot of coffee. With a little patience and skill, you can even create chai tea lattes or iced tea and lemonade combinations to wash down your morning meal. But is it socially acceptable to steal food from the hotel buffet for later? It might be a bit over the top if you bring in Tupperware and Ziploc bags to smuggle out a full meal. But no one will think twice if you slip a couple of tea bags into your pocket. It could be worth it to make a comforting beverage in your room long after the buffet has closed. Oatmeal is an underrated hero of the hotel breakfast buffet. It's a humble classic that gets a bad rap for being boring, but it just needs a little spicing up to change your mind. Many chefs who travel say they always go for the oatmeal because it's healthy, it keeps you full for a while, and it's endlessly customizable. Oatmeal can be sweet or savory for one, and the possibilities are only limited by what's on offer at the buffet. You can spice up oatmeal with fruit, nuts, eggs, vegetables, and almost any condiment. For example, try making a simple peanut butter and banana bowl. Many people who choose to eat oatmeal for its health benefits recommend loading it with peanut butter or even protein powder to up the nutrient intake. And we eat with our eyes first, so be sure to spend some time making an aesthetically pleasing bowl for an added bit of brightness to start your day. Also, you can easily grab some oatmeal packets to bring to your room for later, or even make DIY overnight oats in your room's mini refrigerator. It's always a good idea to add any regional dishes offered at your hotel breakfast to your plate. Whether it's a European cheese or a savory porridge, the breakfast dishes on offer at the average hotel buffet can be a great first step toward understanding the local culture. Sure, some people might be locked into the ritual of morning eggs or oatmeal to start their day.
Good morning, Pee-wee! Good morning, Mr. Breakfast!
But when on a vacation, take care to treat yourself to a local pastry or an unfamiliar piece of fruit. We suggest being even more adventurous and trying out delicacies that may not be standard hotel breakfast buffet fare, like a hearty stew. The low-stakes activity of meandering from your room to the lobby for breakfast also helps kickstart your day with ease. You don't have to coordinate transportation or make reservations at a local breakfast spot to sample the flavors of your destination. Often, you can simply go downstairs, maybe even still in your pajamas, and enjoy a stress-free meal before a hectic travel day. In fact, some hotels across the world are so well known for the local cuisine featured on their breakfast buffets that it's the sole reason travelers choose to stay there.